In anticipation of the kickoff of our Serie A season, we did a full rotation against the team from Argentina in Group E of the Copa Libertadores, and it was a 77th minute goal from William da Silva that was the difference in this one, as we beat him 2-1 at home, which put us 7 points ahead of Agropecuario Argentino with only 2 matches remaining to play. So whether we finish first or whether we finish second, we have made it out of the groups and into the knockouts of the Copa Libertadores. But that's a story for another time. We have had a lot of success in talking with the board recently. We have had to have those extra little meetings. They're not saying yes right off of the bat, but you may remember our youth facilities are being improved. They should be done in the next couple of months. We've also gotten them to agree to increase our junior coaching budget, improve our youth recruitment, and improve our training facilities once again. Well, it's just one of the advantages of doing a youth-only save and not having to spend money on player transfers. We've got a couple of changes on tap. As mentioned in the last episode, Jonathan is going to be getting the start as we kick off play in Serie A against CRB. JP is also going to be in as our right back. Rodolfo Souza Silva picked up an injury. He is going to be out for the next couple of weeks, so we are going to be relying on JP. A better offensive player than Souza Silva, but definitely a bit more of a defensive liability, so Canella's going to have to do a little bit more work on the right side of that center back pairing. So it's Jonathan in goal, Ivanzinho, Igor, Canella, and JP. Eric's at the base of the midfield. William da Silva is getting the start because of the injury to Edson Jose that happened in the last episode. He'll be next to Leonardo in the midfield. And our front three is as normal: Manuel Rodriguez on the left, Caio Enrique on the right, and Arisvaldo Pereira up the middle. It's weird, we kind of knew what we were getting in the Sao Paulo State Championship, and that ended up working, well, a little better than we expected, to be perfectly frank. The Copa Libertadores group stage, again, kind of worked out the way we figured it might, knowing that we were probably better than the strongest, and we were probably better than the Argentina team. And Colo-Colo was going to be kind of the toss-up. We've only played Colo-Colo once so far, and we drew them 2-2. Serie A, though, I'm not 100% sure what to expect out of this season, because once again, the media prediction for us is deep in the relegation zone. We're predicted to come in 19th, 600-1 odds of losing, and Paulo Roberto putting us behind less than 2 minutes in. It's 1-0 CRB. And I hate to say it, it was JP making a poor play at right back that has really kicked things off on the wrong foot for us. In fact, CRB out shooting us 3-0 through the first 15 minutes of this match. We really do need to step it up. We are at home. This is a team that, well, it's a team that we knew was going to be pretty strong coming in, but we are also a very strong side. We have fully rotated our team and won many times. We have a lot of depth, great defensive play as Rodriguez steps in front of that errant pass, carrying it up the right wing before dropping it to Leonardo. To the edge of the box, his shot is on and just a little bit wide. You know, even though I knew that JP might be a little bit of a liability, didn't really do the greatest amount of planning around that position. We don't really have someone who is a natural right wing back / right defensive back to really put into that position. So kind of JP is out there until we say otherwise, and he gets beaten again, this time by Lago into the middle. Right on the doorstep is Denner. It is 2-0 CRB. I believe the flag, however, did go up on the far side. Let's see what VAR has to say about this one. The referee is checking, and it is a good goal. They didn't see anything wrong with that. They said Denner was onside. Let's be the judge of that. Yeah, he was. Both Ivanzinho and Christian Velasquez have reasonable right feet, and it could be a definitive option. We also have William Zoranson, who is not currently on the bench, but did make at least one appearance in the Sao Paulo State Championship and did fairly well for himself. Unfortunately, we just lost it again. What is it with our team just hanging on too long and Pablo Roberto fed into the middle. I think the flag went up again. This time, Denner will pick up the assist if it counts, and it will. So they have awarded the goal, and we are down 3-0 in our season debut, and this ain't looking good, my friends. Oh, and JP also on a yellow card as we tick down to the final 60 seconds or so of this first half. And maybe if we can get one back, play a little bit of defense here as balls fed around the side. Lago's got it past JP, who looks like he did recover a little bit before tripping his man up in the box. And drawing the penalty, and CRB with a chance to make it 4-0 to kick things off. And I apologize, I just hit my knee against the desk and everything went a-shaking. But that's pretty much how I am feeling right now. I cannot believe that we are performing like this. And JP just picked up the red card. It was his second yellow of the match, and we are down to 10 with half the game left. So before we take the penalty, we have no choice. Eric is out of the match. We are going with a midfield two of Leonardo and De Silva. Ivanzinho is going to flip over to the right side. Christian Velasquez coming in at left back. And things going from bad to worse as Jonathan goes the wrong way. And as mentioned, 4-0. Siston wants us to set the team mentality to very defensive. We are obviously not going to do that. We have lambasted the team in the halftime team talk, and all we can hope for is some respectability, maybe get a goal or two back. It's not the worst thing in the world. There are 38 matches in the season after all, of which this is just one, but sadly it gets us off on the absolute wrong foot, and we've got a very tough matchup coming up in just a few moments after this one is blissfully over against Corinthians. Meanwhile, CRB is in control. Paulo Roberto out wide. Leo Pereira getting around Ivanzinho. He's not naturally a right back, but luckily Jonathan able to make the save, putting it behind for a corner kick. But the danger is not yet over. Lago, who went down in a heap at the end of that first half, he is still in this one. Now Pablo Roberto is down. Jonathan looks awful diving to his left. Ignacio Lago scores to make it 5-0. We have berated the team. We are going attacking, and yet we still have 21 and a half minutes remaining in regulation. Oh my God. You have got to absolutely be joking me. It's an own goal for Jonathan, who, remember, had kept clean sheets in roughly half of the matches he had played in. Newton with a shot off of the post, off of the back of the goalkeeper's head. So we have made a couple of changes. Leonel Torqueta is in there for William De Silva. Fabiano Jaeger came in for Manuel Rodriguez. Gabriel Rosera in for Arisvaldo Pereira. And Pedro Montavani is in goal for the rest of this one. We've given up 7 shots on target to this point. They have scored 6 of those 7. Torqueta laying it out wide. Ivanzinho gets past his man, cuts inside past another, circles back, plays it to Caio Enrique. Holy Moses, we've scored. 9 minutes left. It's 6-1. Honestly, we can just end the match right now. Although it is a corner opportunity, Leonel Torqueta is going to take it. He puts it in, finds Canella, and that is Canella's first goal of the season, if I am not mistaken. We only have 3 goals from our center backs. Igor came into this one with 2. Canella had 0 until now, and it is now 6-2. But at the end of the day, it is going to be too little, too late. 30 seconds remaining. Ituano in control. Ivanzinho around the outside, drops it. Canella looking for Leonardo. Newton will step in front of that, play it forward. Jorge Teixeira, he's got it. He's in the box, taking it deep, laying it back for Leo Pereira. That's going to go over the crossbar and out. Not 100% sure why we needed to see that highlight. I guess just to twist the knife in and make it last just a little bit longer. Oh, that misery of mine. All right, my friends, just got to shake it off. Now, we are going to leave Jonathan in there. I do not fully blame him for what happened in the last match. That rests on the shoulders of JP, who obviously is suspended for this one. So William Zornensen is in as our right back Most of the rest of the lineup is going to remain the same, but we did make 2 changes in the midfield. Beto is going to be in there in place of Eric. Paulo Alexandre coming in the stead of William Da Silva. And yes, we are on the road, and yes, we are taking on a Corinthians team that pretty much has had our number for the most part since the dawn of time, because they are in the Sao Paulo State Championship along with us. We find ourselves, by virtue of goal difference, that -4 that we picked up in the last match, yet we are at the bottom of the Serie A table. But like I said, there is plenty of matches remaining to be played. Regardless of what happens here, there are a number of teams on the docket that we are better than, and we should still be easily safe this year, in my estimation. Our team hasn't really gotten better from last year, but it certainly has not gotten worse. And then Ivanzinho gives up our second penalty of the season. This one less than 4 minutes in, and we all know the VAR is going to give the penalty, and they do. Jonathan did not stop the one in the last match. Ivanzinho at least gets off with just a warning and not a yellow card. But we look like we are going to go down pretty early in this match by a 1-0 score. Marcus Leonardo puts it top bins. And there you go, Corinthians 1, Ituano 0. Oh, brother, when it rains, it pours. And it's Football Manager 26, so it is most definitely raining right now, as Corinthians are once again in control 13 minutes into this match. Paulo Enrique holds it up. Costa Diaz up the far side to Aguiar, looking for Pueblo in behind the defense. He ricochets that one off of the post, collected by Zorensen. Beto looking to get the counterattack going the other way. Caio Enrique giving it back to Beto, out wide, headed forward into the path of Paulo Alexandre, but nothing is going to come of that from an Ituano point of view. We did not even manage a shot on goal. We still don't have one, nearly 20 minutes in. Ball sent forward, looking for Caio Enrique. It's won by Costa Diaz, up ahead. Aguiar into the middle. Marcus Leonardo drops it back. Paulo Enrique looking to go over the top. Nice switch of play to Tinoco. Cross to Aguiar into the middle. Leonardo, his shot is blocked right into the path of Damian Puebla, and we are down 2-0. I feel like I am being punished once again for attempting to play a young goalkeeper who is not named Pedro Montavani, or Andre for that matter, on this team in these matches. Yes, Corinthians is a strong side, but come on, man, how many things could possibly go against us in a 2-match span? It seems like the answer to that is everything. Breno Bidon laying it back. Iago Machado near side to Noko. Ivanzinho bites. He gets beat. Jonathan beat near side. 3-0 Corinthians. 30 minutes gone. And yeah, I did it. I brought in Pedro Montavani because it just seems like we need that veteran calming presence along the back line. And this is probably the worst back-to-back performances we have had on camera in what is now 52 episodes of this series. And the worst part is we are doing so well on a continental level, or at least we were. Who knows? Good ball by Caio Enrique over the top. Rodriguez tries to poke it with the edge of his foot. Cannot beat Hugo Souza. What a save. It's going to be a corner that we are not going to get to see. We have rattled off just the 2 shots on goal. But again, we have yet to really make a breakthrough in this match. The momentum has gone all Corinthians' way, and frankly, they've earned it. I mean, yes, we have had some injuries to some fairly important players. Souza Silva, he's still young, but he has been fantastic as our right back. Ivanzinho was out for a little while. He is just really getting back in all the time. And of course, Edson Jose, one of our best offensive players, certainly the best of our 3 midfielders, and that is saying a lot because we have a lot of talent in our midfield. Leonardo, though, has picked up a knock. He probably needs to come out. Horribly weighted pass picked up by Paulo Enrique, ahead from Marcus Leonardo, working past Ivanzinho. Nope, Ivanzinho wins it, throws it forward. Iago Machado sends it ahead, one back by Ivanzinho. Leonardo into the middle. Paulo Alexandre back out wide. He's got Arisvaldo Pereira cutting it up that left wing with some assistance. Pereira with a shot, and Arisvaldo Pereira's going to score. It'll make it 3-1. Paulo Alexandre picking up an important assist. However, I do not want to risk Leonardo any more than we have to, so we are going to bring in João. I thought that I had messed up there, but João is coming in, and we've already made 2 changes pretty early on in this match, relatively speaking. We've only played 50 minutes, and we only have the 1 stoppage remaining. We can still make 3 additional subs. Rodriguez is not having a great game. Neither is Caio Henrique. Beto not playing very well. Zoradan, has been better. I don't think he's really done anything, at least that we've seen, that is truly negative, but that 6.4 rating ain't great. Aguiar back post finds Marcus Leonardo, and Corinthians refines their 3-goal lead. And I hate to say it, that one can be chalked up to bad positioning by Ivanzinho, and Igor kind of allowed the defender to sneak into that position, get that inside slot in on Ivanzinho to easily win the header and make it a 4-1 matchup. Ball cleared away. Santos, second effort, gets it only as far as Beto. João, Paulo Alexandre. João can't pick out Arisvaldo Pereira, and the ball will be knocked harmlessly to Souza. Paulo Alexandre winning it back off the head of Beto. Rodriguez over the top finds Caio Henrique. Was he onside? Yes, he was. The flag stays down. It's 4-2. And I think the worst part about this is we have managed multiple goals across both of the matches we have played, but they've always come when we have been down and pretty much out. We were down 3-0 in this one when Pereira scored, down 4-1 when Caio Henrique got one across. So even though the scoreline certainly favors Corinthians, it actually kind of favors us in a way, in that it makes us look a little better than we were. 2 dreadful appearances, and we, my friends, sit where we don't want to sit, and that is at the bottom of the Serie A table. Silver lining is just a single win, and we are in continental competition once again. Bad news is 3 to 4 weeks we are going to be without Leonardo, so 2/3 of our starting midfield is on the shelf. Hopefully we can bounce back in the league against Athletic and against the strongest in the Copa Libertadores. We've got our old friends Vitória in the first leg of the 3rd round of the Copa do Brasil. That's coming up next, along with our final group stage match against Colo-Colo. This could be the one to decide who wins the group. Is it going to be us? Is it going to be them? Well, guess you're just going to have to tune in and find out.